Bentonville Virtual. Okay, so now we've warmed up, we've done our stretching. Now it's time for a little bit of fun and a little bit of exercise. All right, so I'm going, on your lesson, there will be a picture of that right there, and it's a game called Roll of the Dice. And I know you couldn't see it. Coach couldn't read that. That's okay. You're going to see it on your Chromebook, so you'll be able to see it plenty. All right, the game is called Roll of the Dice. So I'm going to need you to find a dice, okay? Now, I'm very doubtful that you have a big foam dice like this. And if you do, that's pretty cool. That makes you like me. But if you don't, you can use any dice like you might have in any kind of board game, all right? And I know what you're thinking. Coach, I don't even have any dice. Well, that's okay too. You know what you can do? You can get a piece of paper, just a normal sheet of paper, all right? And write the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then tear those little numbers off, you know, so one little piece of paper has 1 on it. The other little piece of paper you tore off has 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you can put it in a little cup or jar, all right? You can put those pieces of paper in there, and then you just draw a number. So instead of rolling the dice, you can draw a number, all right? We don't have to let the lack of a die, mess up this game. So what's going to happen is you're going to simply roll the dice, okay, and it's going to land on a number, all right? So you take your number, or if you're drawing out, you roll it, boom, all right? And my dice landed on number 5. If I come over here to my board, and it'll be your board, all right? Number 5 says jumping jacks, okay? Now I know you can't probably read these words, but I'm going to tell you what it is. So this is titled Roll of the Dice, all right? If it lands on 1, you're going to be running in place for 20 seconds. All right, if it lands on 2, you're going to be doing mountain climbers for 15 seconds. If it lands on a 3, you're going to be doing high knees, 30 repetitions. So some of the exercise, I'm going to give you a time to do it. So you need to do the run in place, all right, run in place for 20 seconds. So you just count that in your head. Count slow, no cheating, all right? Mountain climbers, we said, that's 15 seconds. Why 15 seconds instead of 20? Because mountain climbers are a little bit harder, and that's how we make exercises easier. We kind of decrease the amount of time that we would do them. All right, high knees, 30 repetitions. That doesn't mean 30 seconds. That means you're going to do high knees 30 times. And when I get done explaining this list, I'm going to show you what each one of those is. All right. We got lunges, 12 reps. Reps is short for repetitions. All right, so you'll see that when you start working out, and you will, you're not going to write reps, or repetitions, you're going to write reps. And eventually your workouts, and you'll see on your document, are going to start looking like a multiplication problem. And I know you're in 2nd grade, you don't do multiplication, but it's going to be like 2, and then it'll have an X, which means times 10, and that would mean 2 sets of 10 of that exercise. All right. Number 5, that's what my dice landed on. That's jumping jacks, 20 reps. So you're going to do 20 jumping jacks. And number 6 is wall squats, 20 seconds. All right. So you're going to do a wall squat for 20 seconds. All right. Now I'm going to show you what all 6 of the dice, what number corresponds to what exercise. So number 1 is just run in place. So you just stand still, and you're gonna run. And I don't mean jog, I don't mean, lazy, lackadaisical. I mean, I want you running. Quick feet, trying to get them up off the ground, all right? And you're gonna do that for 20 seconds. So that's what happens if you roll a 1. If you roll a 2, all right, that's gonna be mountain climbers. Now, mountain climbers, pretty cool, all right? I'm gonna get here so you can see me. You're gonna get what we call kind of a push-up position like this. All right, my back is flat, and you're gonna put one leg up front, kind of like looks like a sprinter, on the starting line. And all you're gonna do is you're gonna jump and switch legs. All right, now my left leg is way up front, my right leg is back. And then there's 2. All right, and so you're gonna do mountain climbers. You're not gonna count them. You're just gonna do switch legs, and you're gonna count to 15 in your head. You're doing mountain climbers for 15 seconds. High knees, 30 repetitions. If you land on a 3, put your hands out in front of you, chest high, and you're gonna bring and slap your knee to your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, high knees. Lunges, okay? You're gonna be doing 12 repetitions. All right, so lunge, you kind of get in your athletic stance. Okay, relax, and you're just gonna take a big, deep step forward. Look at my knee. See how it's bent? All right, I'm gonna turn sideways. Look at that. Knee is bent, leg is back. Okay, big step. Then you're gonna come back. You're gonna lunge with the other leg. Hold it for just a second, then come out of it. Lunges. You're gonna do that 12 times, so it'll be 6 on your right leg, 6 on your left leg. All right, number 5, and that's what my dice landed on. 5, jumping jacks. We went over these last week, but just in case you forgot, remember, we start in pencil position where everything's tucked in, and we jump up and out, then back in. You need to slow down, second graders, doing this. I know you think you know how to do a jumping jack, but a lot of you do it backwards, okay? Instead of everything in, then out and up, then back in, you'll have your hands out, and your feet in, and then you'll do this. And so you're backwards. We don't want that. We want everything in, out and up, then back in. Out and up, then back in. Okay? You're going to be doing jumping jacks for 20 repetitions. And finally, if it lands on the number 6, you're going to do something called a wall squat. Okay? Wall squats are a great exercise. Build up some strength in your legs. I'm going to come over. I'm going to move my camera just a little bit, because if I don't, I think I'm going to pull down my paper. And we don't want that. All right? So here we go. So I'm going to go to this wall here. Any wall, okay? Probably don't want to do this on a doorway, because someone might open the door and then you fall back. You're just going to squat down and stop when your thighs are parallel with the ground. We say if you could put a book or a plate and it would stay there, and you have to hold the wall squat for 20 seconds. And so that is all the exercises that you're going to do, or the numbers 1 through 6. Not all the exercises, because I mean there's tons and tons of exercises we could do. So what I want you to do is I want you to play this game where you roll the dice 12 times, okay? If it lands on any back-to-back, so let's say you roll a 6 and then you roll a 6 again, do a re-roll, all right? Now if you roll a 6 and then the next time you do a 2 and then you do a 6 again, that's okay. What I would like you to do, though, is if it lands on 6 for like a 3rd time, I don't want you doing the same exercise over and over. I kind of wanted you to do a little bit of all, do a re-roll. So if you land on the same number 2 times in a row, re-roll so you get something different. Once you've landed on a number twice, that's good for that exercise. All right, try to re-roll until you land on a different number, okay? And so you're gonna do this exercise, this roll of the dice game. You're gonna roll the dice a total of 12 times. Last thing, you need to take a break between each exercise. So say you roll the dice, you can't see it, it's off screen, it landed on 3. All right, look at my key, that's high knees, so I'm gonna do that for 30 times. Ooh, that's a lot. High knees is not too bad, that's why we're doing more reps. You're gonna do 30, you're gonna do that 30 repetitions, 15 each leg. After you're done, take about a 30-second break. All right, this game should take you at least 10 to 15 minutes if you're taking the right amount of breaks. And you'll see, some of them are gonna make you more tired and you're gonna wanna take a break. And if you wanna take a break longer, that's cool too. If these are too hard for you, okay, we haven't really talked about adaptations, right? We just said that everybody's body is different, okay? Some are just a little bit stronger, some are not. Some are your cardiovascular system's in really good shape, so you don't get tired really easy, and some of us are not so much. If any of these are too hard, all right, you can either decrease how many I wanted you to do, or how long I ask you to do it. Or if it's too easy, hey, modify it and do more of something. Instead of do wall squats for 30 seconds or 20 seconds, maybe you hold the wall squat for 30 seconds or even a minute. All right, sky's the limit. This is Coach Meyer signing out. I'll see you guys in week 3.